Hey, everybody, what is going on? This is Michael Sweet of Stryper, and you are listening to Talking About Rock.
Okay, the legendary Christian rock band Stryper cut their own path in rock with biblical inspired music, with over 10 million albums sold worldwide, multiple Billboard Top 40 hits, and a legacy spanning 4 decades. Here to chat with us about their upcoming album, The Greatest Gift of All, let's welcome back Michael Sweet. Michael, great to have you back with us, man.
Great to be back always, and great to be alive and creating music and doing what I love and fulfilling my calling. Yeah, I'm a blessed guy.
Yeah, so the new album arrives, on the heels of Stryper's huge tour you guys had, last year, the 40th anniversary of the landmark album, When We Were Kings. You guys had sold out performances across the U.S., Europe, South America, and now you guys continue this legacy with the upcoming album, The Greatest Gift of All, coming out.
Yeah, I mean, we're always busy. Our schedule, if you look at our calendar, it's filled up for a year plus. And we wouldn't have it any other way, really. I mean, we like to keep moving and doing things and staying active and somewhat relevant. And regardless of all that, though, I mean, we just love what we do. I love what I do. And the fact that I get to do it still at almost 63 years of age is really incredible. And I absolutely am. I'm so thankful for every day, every opportunity, and I hope there's a lot more left in me. Till I'm no longer here on Earth. So it's good and exciting stuff, man.
Yeah. So do you think it's more difficult today being a Christian rock band than it was when you guys kind of first started out doing this?
I think it's different. There are challenges now that are different from the challenges then. So back in the 80s, the challenges for us were the different sound and the different look and, basically singing about Jesus. It was difficult for people to, take the lyric and, look at the image and look at this, listen to the sound and combine the three. People were like, wait a minute, this can't be Christian music. Now it's more about just the message itself. The Christian message, from my experience, is a message that is persecuted to no get out, man. It's I hear it I read it in emails. I hear it from people. I see it at our shows. Those people that come to just speak out against the faith in Christianity. I don't get it. It's bizarre. But I see that more often with Christianity than I do with other religions. And for some reason, I mean, it seems to me like, certain religions are, off limits. You can't say anything bad about certain religions because if you do, you're a bad person. But yet it seems like you can say anything you want about Christianity. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody else out there convinced me that I'm wrong. But this is from my personal experience. And it kind of bums me out. But at the same time, it also drives me to do more. That's the way I'm built, is never stop. Get up. You get knocked down, get back up.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep
You
going.
guys done through some turmoil. Obviously, last year's announcement, with the brain surgery for Oz, he was forced to sit out a Stryper Spring 2024 tour. How is he doing now? How is things going with him?
Yeah, he's doing great. I mean, when I'm around Oz, he seems perfectly fantastic, and like there's no issues. Uh, I mean, we've all had challenges and things that people don't even know about. Uh, with myself and with Perry, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but that's just part of getting old, and we all deal with it, and it's you just got to kind of go and be proactive and deal with what you have to deal with, and you keep moving forward. But I mean, everyone is, for the most part, relatively speaking, is doing very well.
Okay, so we should see him returning then for the tour dates for Stryper coming up, or maybe Howie Simon might be filling in a little bit, or
Well, I think in the near future, I would say that Howie probably at some time and some point might sit in and fill in again in the future, and then you might even see us doing a trio thing. But I mean, you also will see us with Oz. It just depends on how rigorous the touring schedule is. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, definitely. I got to catch you guys on the Hell with the Amps tour when you came through town, and that was great, man. Having that acoustic stripped down type of set just sounded great. I really dug it.
and see, that was a perfect example. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it, man. But that was a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Oz wasn't on that tour, so we figure out a way to that old cliche, the show must go on. It it's never meant to be done in a cold way or a calloused way, but it's done because of the show must go on. Like literally, like this is what we do. This is our lives. This is our ministry. This is our bread and butter, our business, our corporation. I mean, a lot of people depend on this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if we just say, "Oh, we'll stay home. We won't be going out this year," you wouldn't hear from me again.
Yeah, yeah, things don't work out that way. When you guys first started out, you were known as Rock Regime, I think, before you changed over to Stryper.
Yes,
And back at that time, that might have included some different guitar players. Maybe Doug Aldridge and CC DeVille were maybe auditioning back in the day or spending some time with Rock Regime.
they were never official members, but we did talk to them about becoming members. Doug and CC, and two completely different guitar players.
Yeah,
Obviously, I've always loved Doug's playing. Doug's one of my favorites. I put him in my top 10 list of guitar players. I love his style and how he can bring the fire and the feel, but yet he can slow down and just hang on a note and make it sing. And I love that. And what a wonderful guy. But yeah, and then even at one point we were a trio. Not a lot of people know about that, but we were a trio for a brief period of time, and that was kind of enjoyable as well. I enjoyed that because I love playing guitar, man. I always say I'm a guitar player first and a singer second, and it was nice to just kind of go in there and play and do whatever I wanted, in terms of improvising or spontaneous, throwing this out or stopping here or adding this or whatever. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cool.
yeah. And you were also invited to, use your vocal talents in previous legendary bands. In 2007, Boston invited you to join their band after being part of a tribute show for them.
Yes. And that was unexpected. That came out of nowhere. I'm a huge Boston fan, as is most of the world. But as a musician, it really shaped and defined me and helped me find my way as a young musician. So to fast forward to 2007 and then be asked to join the band for them to continue on was really pretty astonishing for me and very humbling. It was an interesting time because my wife, Kyle, was sick with cancer at the time. And it was just it was a tug of war, from is this right or is this wrong? Should I do this or should I not do this? And she was very encouraging in that regard. And that's why I did the tour. But yeah, it was a bittersweet moment in my life for sure, to say the least. Uh, but man, I got to tour with Boston, and I don't really know what to say about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, obviously Tom Scholl's a legendary, groundbreaking guitarist at the time.
Yeah.
Boston albums still one of the biggest selling out debut albums of all time.
Yep.
Huge, huge, huge band. So that was definitely very, very cool.
insane. And then one of my other favorite bands of all time, Styx. Touring with Styx
Yeah.
and talking to those guys every day and watching them sound check and sitting on you know Todd's drum kit while they were playing during the show, and talking to JY. And it's so cool, man. So many memories, so many wonderful memories of both bands. And for me to have been a part of it, this nobody right here, to have been a part of it, was incredible.
Well, you guys have definitely made some great music, and you're already, from what I've read, already working on the next album. You already guys are starting to put together ideas for that. I was seeing also.
I spent about 8, 9 days here in this studio where I'm at, with my drum machine and my phone and an amp, just writing, and not, sitting in here for 8 hours, sometimes 10 hours, and writing. And I got together 10 songs. Going to come up with a few more when I get back from LA in a couple weeks. But sent out 10 songs to everybody, Perry, Rob, and Oz, and they'll live with that. It's like 95% structures of finished songs, and they'll live with that. And then we're going to go and start recording. I go in first on the 29th of December. Then the guys will come out on the 3rd, and we'll start tracking with the guys. And it's a new Stryper album coming out next year.
Excellent, excellent. And I'm checking some of your dates here. You already got dates posted for the Monsters of Rock cruise for 2026 coming up. So that sounds amazing always.
I'm always surprised that they ever want us back. We're very different, as a band. Our lyrics obviously don't fit in typically to everyone, having a beer and partying on the deck of a ship. We're out there singing about Jesus, so it's always a little interesting, to say the least. But you know what? I guess they like us enough, they respect us enough, and the fans demand us enough. I don't know, that they ask us back, and we've been doing that for a long time. I think the first time we did the cruise was way back in, I want to say 2011, 12, something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys, I think you just dropped a new video just today for the album, for the Greatest Gift of All album, just dropped, right?
We did, man. It's a song called "On This Holy Night." It's very dark musically, and the video's kind of dark. It's got a lot of Halloween imagery, AI, of course. It's the only way you can do stuff like that these days, and and we're kind of mixing the Halloween imagery with Christmas and Jesus, images of Christ, and what Christmas has become, in our opinion. Like so many times on products you buy, it literally says Xmas. It doesn't say Christmas. It's like, I feel like so often Christ is taken out of Christmas, which is what Christmas should be all about. And it's this video kind of addresses that in a unique way, a little bit of a dark way. But that's what we're all about. We wanted to release it on Halloween, and the whole point of that is, Jesus owns Halloween as well. he owns everything.
Right. Reason for the season, definitely. So you can check out the latest videos from Stryper. We'll have links for them for Winter Wonderland and Oh Holy Night on our website at talkaboutrock.com in our Hall of videos. And the Greatest Gift of All from Stryper comes out November 21st. All right. So that wraps up this episode of Talking About Rock. Thanks to my guest today, Michael Sweet from Stryper, and to our listeners. We hope you're doing your part by keeping the torch alive and support live music wherever you are. Michael, again, thank you so much.
Okay, brother. Thanks for having me. God bless you, man.